Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Random Rhapsody's Æther-Shanties. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master for the SAGAS campaign. And joining me around my virtual table tonight are Alyssa, Joe, KOINES, Nico, and Nobody. Say hi, everyone.
Hola!
You're so good at that. Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, or at least one. Starting with a word from our sponsor for this campaign, SAGAS. SAGAS stands for Setting and Genre Agnostic System, and was created by OKSRPGs. It's a universal, rules-light TTRPG designed to help you easily tell your stories in any world imaginable. You can choose from over 100 unique features to build your character, or use the guidelines for quickly making your own unique abilities. SAGAS promotes helping allies over helping yourself, and encourages teamwork to succeed in challenges. Using the smooth and fast combat rules, you can describe epic team combos that you can use in combat to take down your foes. In any setting, SAGAS provides a smooth integration of rules to create a unique framework to help you create your adventures. SAGAS uses a check-based roll-under resolution system, which is unique to most TTRPGs. Your character features can change the size of the dice you roll, and your allies can help you by giving you more dice, which improves the chances of getting the lowest possible number. Now, there's a free 35-page SAGAS playtest available on DriveThruRPG, and the Kickstarter for the SAGAS has been funded, and the game book should be coming out later this year. You can find the link in the chat and show descriptions. This week, we're back with another episode of Sonnet of Blood, our Curse of Strahd campaign. And our heroes just witnessed Van Richten getting drained by Strahd in mid-air. His daughter Esmeralda probably isn't going to be thrilled about this fact. But nevertheless, our heroes are making their way up to the Wizards of Wine winery. So, jump in on that this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. After that, this Thursday, we have another episode of our Tyranny of Dragons campaign. And the heroes of that campaign just met a very familiar face to this network. Tomas Raffin, one of the members of the Erudite Conclave, has once again gotten himself captured by a cult. Who would have ever guessed that would happen?
Swear to God, that boy. That's the second cult at least. That's too many.
Yeah, that's true. You can check that out this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central as well. Now, you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter is @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky is Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok is Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's it for our announcements. So join us as we return to the Wayfinder as they attempt to find their Æther-Shanties. And we're back. If you watch our channel, you know how we do our recaps. I offer up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for a free reroll during this session. If I do the recap, I get the coin, and I can use it in a lot of different ways to fuck with our players. They probably don't want me to have it, but you never know. One of these days, I might get to do it. What do y'all say today? Does anybody want to do the recap?
No.
No, nobody wants to do the recap?
I'm guessing it's me again, right, guys? No one else.
Hang on, Matt.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
It's still a blank screen on Twitch. Oh, there we go.
I'll do it.
Delay.
Nobody else wants to.
It's just a delay.
Appreciate your sacrifice.
Yeah, well, at least I get to be on the thumbnail.
Well, yep, you do get to be on the thumbnail a lot.
It does fit into his vanity.
It's true. Well, in that case, Zolos, tell us what happened last time on Æther-Shanties.
Well, we were still fighting off these asshole pirates. Still don't know why they came after us. I can't remember their names. I will probably die not remembering their names. I'm just going to call our deckhands Scruffy and Fluffy because I could barely remember my crew.
One of them's Bertarelli.
Yeah, he's
Bertarelli and
Lugim.
Lugim. Is it really that hard?
Lugim, that's right.
Yes, it is. Player has 3 children who have melted his mind. Character probably won't care to know their names anyway. They made me some special ammunition for the ballista, which is pretty cool. Had a bunch of jagged metal pieces kind of off of it. Ripped a big hole in their sail. That slowed down the pirates enough. Doc and Boomy put out the fires, got the engine kind of running again. And Skarn was able to jump us into whatever the stream. We'll call it. I'm going to call it the stream. I don't remember what it was called.
Aether current.
No, player knows. Character doesn't. He's too stupid. Come on, that's on brand. We weren't going fast enough, so we're like, hey, let's ask them to stop. They weren't going to stop. So Boomy, being the enterprising little firecracker that he is, touched another crystal and held on to the one on the ship, the engine, and gave us a nice big boost till we were able to get away. And he didn't die.
Speed.
Hey, how about that? He's alive. I mean, he might be a little dead inside, but we got out of there. Got back to the Rock, got paid, offloaded the cargo, and apparently our littles, Lark and Boomy, they're wanted. That's kind of cool. You're not a pirate until you're at least wanted for some kind of crime. So now we have to deal with that. It's actually, I'm a little upset. They're wanted and this is not wanted. I mean, shit. They're going to look terrible on a wanted poster. Now, I'd look fucking fabulous. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yes.
Hey, if they're going to keep asking me to do it, you're going to get narcissism from start to finish, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. Well, there you go, Zolos. There's the Random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only lasting this session.
And our nobody counter was only 1, but it was nobody that said it.
No. I wrote that clearly. Nobody said 1, and then we had 1 during the stream.
Oh, okay.
I still count it. If nobody says nobody,
well,
it
I was
still
going to say
counts.
that's kind of cheating though, because they're throwing out their own gimmick. I mean, we'll accept it. I see that now. 1, and then by nobody plus 1. I got you.
Fair enough. Well then, Wayfinder crew. You are currently aboard your ship, which is at the docks closest to the Rock Rat here on the Rock of Vral. Mr. Crowborn's workers are busy unloading the bar owner's cargo off of your vessel, and they should be finished shortly. You've been paid for your work, And the plasmoid also supplied you with the information that Zolos just mentioned, that there's a bounty out on Dreezy and Lark, due no doubt to their antics at the casino on their previous visit. Now that your business is concluded with Mr. Crowborn, you've all got some decisions to make. You've got coin in your pocket, and an airship at your command, though probably needs a bit of repair work done. Your ultimate goal is to return to your home planet, or at least that was it the last time I checked. But without a clear path across the universe, the odds of finding it remains slim. So, with that in mind, Wayfinder crew, what do you want to do?
Does
How much money did we
Crowborn?
get?
We got essentially I think it was 2,000 total.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did 300 apiece and then put 500 into the ship's pot. And we do have,
What can we get?
I do believe we used enough supplies on once we got back into the current for good and we're getting away, we used enough stuff to repair the ship. So the ship should be back up to full health.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so there we got that. I mean, we still have 80, for another 80% repair. 2 large crystals, 3 small ones, 19 bolts, ship's tools to repair the ship. So we could get a little bit more supplies if needed. I'd almost say let's try and find some more work.
I'm
See if-
inclined to agree, yeah.
See if
We'll need a lot of
Crowborn needs
supplies if we're ever gonna
anything,
get home.
or
Higher paying job.
or if those nerds that wanted us to kill pirates, if they actually have actual jobs, like shipping
Now
stuff.
we have a vendetta. Those pirates came at us. We should retaliate.
I don't know if we're exactly the most well-equipped people to go after pirates.
I think
Not yet.
Yeah.
we should look into upgrading some things for the ship. The bolts that, Bertinelli, I will say their actual name, the ones they made, that worked really well cutting through those sails. If we can get a handful of those, like get them materials to make some more. But those worked really well. But we should look into maybe getting one of those cannons that they kept hitting us with. That big.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Is a weapon better?
Yeah.
A shield better?
I mean, personally, I'd prefer something to not get set on fire every time we get into a fight, because that seems like that happens every time we get into a fight. But
We need something better than sand, that's for sure.
Well,
Definitely.
now I set quite a few ships back home on fire, and sand actually really will work rather well. We just, I think, need a better system. If we're not going to have, I don't know what else. I mean, water? Do we want to put things of water all over the ship?
I mean, that's certainly doable. I mean, if we have
Or-
containers, I can.
Can you whip up something else, Boomy, that could, you've set yourself on fire quite a few times. Have you figured out a better way to put yourself out than sand or water?
Yeah, but I don't think they have the ingredients here. It's something from Loroupa.
Well, the rock sees from places all over the place. I'm sure they might have something here.
It could be a succulent type plant that we could squeeze the insides out of. It makes this salve that can heal burns.
Would that put out ship fires though? That's what I was more going for. The burn stuff. We got Doc
It
over
could be
here.
aerosolized with a neutral contractor and then uploaded to the frame matrix to be broadcast out at an exemplary speed.
Did you just pick those words and throw them out there? Or does that actually mean something?
I sure did. That's how goblins' brains work.
I was
Totally
like,
different than you.
I was like, some of that
Oh,
sounded
man.
okay, and then you said broadcasted to the network, and I was like, wait a minute, what? It's like,
It's junk science.
Hail science.
Heck yeah.
I mean, if we could disguise you, you and I can go to the market. If we can't, I mean, maybe Doc and I can go because we're not wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did the wanted poster have my new hat?
I don't think we saw a poster.
No, we didn't.
You know, Puddles over there just told us that you were wanted.
Crowborn looks back at you all as you say that, like, what the fuck?
Like, come on.
It is on brand for him. He's learned your names. Just be happy with that. You know, if you can tell me what you're looking for, I'll go to the market and see if I can't. Unless we can disguise you well enough. Can you do an accent? Can you talk different?
Let me see what I got here. Oi there, governor. You reckon this'll be good in town? If any mug messes with us, I'll smack him in the gavel, I will.
Why not?
From
Let's
across the
see.
deck, you hear Bertarelli call out, "It's like he's a totally different person."
You know, hey, you know what?
This one gets it.
Maybe if all right, now we got to work on your complexion.
Complexion. Me
You're
skin's,
green.
me
You're
skin's
green.
bloody beautiful.
Yeah, but you're green. That's kind of a selling point on we're looking for a. Did he say goblin? You know, or did they just give a description? Okay.
They've called him goblin. Described him green skin, long ears,
Well, we
brown
can cut
hair,
those off.
glasses, goggles,
All right, tell you what, yeah.
cigar.
The hair. Are you married to it, or could we shave you bald?
Yeah, I don't care. This thing's a mess.
All right, that's
His
one
hair's like
problem solved.
His hair's like partially dreadlocked and like frizzled and burnt, and like there's little patches that are like different colors and stuff, and you're not sure why.
Maybe we can look into getting you a wig if we don't have to cut it off, but we got to disguise you if I'm going to
Shave
take you
it
out.
down.
All right, well, that's good.
No.
Now we got to work on your greenage. 'Cause
There
they-
is maybe something I could do, but it would mean we'd have to stick pretty close together. You remember that one time where I disguised Lark as a zombie?
You know what? That's perfect. The three of us, because I don't want to risk both of you. And he's going to look at both Breezy and Lark. I don't want to risk both of you being in public at the moment.
Bloody brilliant, that plan.
So either just you and, you know, Skarn and Boomy can go, or Skarn, Boomy, Doc, Skarn, Boomy, me. And one of us stays with Lark either here on the ship with Lucerne and Bartonelli, or we can maybe go hang at the Rat, because he seems to be cool with us.
You mean Lugene?
Luigi, you know, I told you I wasn't going to know their names. Hey, just be happy I don't call you
Those
short
are
round
mates.
anymore, okay? Honestly, that was my fuck up, but I'm going to play it off that it's...
Oi there, brothers. I think we should discuss something new on the agenda. As in, who's the captain of this here ship? Because I voted be me. Boomy.
Again?
Saved us. I'm the only one knows how this engine works.
That means you
I
got to
got
stay
a
in the
cool
engine
bar
room,
pocket
though.
hat.
So the captain doesn't really stay in the engine room, do they?
I can be anywhere as I want on the ship. Watch this.
And he uses his little glowing crystal portal stick. He it's like a joystick on the end, so he like flicks it, and you see him, just bamf down into the engine room, and then like a couple seconds pass, and you poof, like bamfs back up into the cockpit. Like,
I can be anywhere as I need to be.
But you're also wanted right now, so you really can't be seen too much.
Allah, my accent, no?
Oh my god, now you're French?
yeah, Mugs. I can be anything. I can be anybody. I can be the ultimate pirate, and that's why you need me. You does.
I mean,
Hey,
I was
yes?
gonna say the doc, because the doc's kind of one of the smartest of us, but
You don't always need smarts. You need street smarts. And I know these ships, and I know this infinite space.
well, I mean, what about me? I mean,
The thing is I thought we already had this discussion and decided we were all gonna
yeah, share the
drop
responsibility.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all fine and good. But if we're wanted men, and I am, I need to take responsibility. And that means if I'm the captain, I'll go down, and the lot of you can move on out about your way if you need to.
We didn't
Wait.
almost die
Wait.
for you to let that happen. I'm not
you-
letting that happen.
Are you
Watch
offering
yourselves.
Are you saying you're going to give yourself up?
That's not an option.
If need be, y'all are my friends.
All right,
Wouldn't be
we're
right
amongst
not
it.
to.
Hey, it's just us. You can drop that, okay?
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a generous offer, but that's not gonna fly. We're all going home. We're not just gonna leave you out in space.
100% no.
Shucks, guys, you're making me all teared up over here.
I mean, even the selfish one, Zolos, thinks that's a bad idea. He's like, I do care about myself a lot more than I care about the rest of you, but I'm not gonna let you do that, bud.
Oh,
Who would blow me up by
Yeah.
accident if you're gone?
it's wild. Okay, yeah. I mean, I really like you guys. We're all friends. It's just in goblin nature not to trust anybody.
So you'd throw it on your life for us? That seems like it's the ultimate trust.
Trust them to have your back.
Well, that's not gonna happen, so we don't need to worry about that. And push comes to shove, whatever situation we find ourselves in, we could say somebody's the captain. But for now, I don't think we really need one. Right?
What do you think, Lark?
I think that maybe we make decisions as a team, so we don't need one captain to be in charge because we're all in charge.
I absolutely agree. I think that's the best way to do things, especially with how small this crew is.
Mhm.
But if we absolutely do need to quote unquote say someone is the captain for official purposes or whatever, I'm not trying to take charge or anything, but they did put my name on the paperwork when we left the Hippodro station, so should we be consistent with that?
Oh,
That's a good
dang, I
point.
forgot about that.
You know, speaking of those people, are there any of them around? Maybe we can get work from them too.
That would be great. I like those guys a lot.
Sector over there.
Kind of meant here on the rock, but
They might be on the rock in the rock rat.
But 2 rocks over is their base, right? I saw it on the map.
I mean, that's where we came from.
no, I think didn't we run into a ship?
Yeah, you
we
ran
into
into
ship,
a
and
mining
then they took us
operation.
to a station.
Oh, it's
and
an
the
asteroid
station sent
base.
us here, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the asteroid base or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I guess we could always head back to their base and see if they have any other work for us, but it seemed like they were kind of scraping by to get us anything in the first place.
Fair.
They were good Samaritans.
I mean that we can do that. You know, because there's another outpost. I guess was Outpost Upsilon. Is that theirs?
That's where you came from.
That's where. Okay, that's where we were, and then the Empire is okay. And we can't go directly to that. We have to go in a big fucking circle to come back to there. Well,
We
for
can
now,
ask. We can ask too. Like we can ask.
Oh,
where
yeah.
to go.
I'd say for now, let's let them unload stuff. We'll go to the rock rat, get a drink, maybe look for work. And if we have to, we can take Boomy out in public and see if he can get some stuff that he needs for the ship.
Really good at my accent. I tell you, I stay in character the whole time.
You know, I've been wanted by the authorities back home quite a bit. I don't think they go off your voice as much as they do your face. So really, I think if you just,
no one looks at faces.
I think they
That's
all do.
Boomalocki, and you know it. It's all about the
No,
presentation.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna let you have this one because it seems like it's no point in arguing. But we'll work on that later.
There is maybe a way I could do... Because the illusions I make can be up to as big as me, right? So, thankfully the folks who are wanted are both our smallest folks. Do we feel confident that one of you could ride around on the other's shoulders?
Well, I can.
Oh yeah, turn us into a centaur.
I can disguise myself. I can change how I look.
Oh, okay,
That's
right, yeah. That'll work, yeah.
So we're all going outside.
How long does that effect last?
An hour. Honestly, I'm more than okay staying on the ship, guys.
Are you
Alright.
sure? I mean, we've been on the ship for like 2 weeks. You don't want to stretch your legs?
I mean, the ship's pretty big. It's multiple floors. I can run laps around, the lower deck if I really need to.
Fair enough, I guess.
And then if I need to be on the upper deck, then I can, make myself look different, and that way nobody will recognize me from the not the ship.
Do we
Great
want
plan.
to go to the market now? Do we want to go rest and then go?
I thought we already did rest.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we just got back. I didn't know if we wanted to chill for a bit or.
No, but after the pirate ship battle, weren't we still like 3 days away?
I
Yeah.
suppose.
Like sleep
handful.
for those 3 days?
Oh yeah.
Do you guys
So we
stay
should
on
be
the
at-
ship? You want to go to the rock rat while we go to?
We should be at full health.
I
and
guess-
effort, or no?
It's the time of day that the market is open because I know time is different
Well,
on the
I
rock?
will
Because-
remind you that you are on a floating asteroid in the middle of space. It doesn't have a sun or anything like that. So there is no really morning, noon, or night. It's
I'm sure
just
they
this
have hours of
perpetual
operation.
dusk kind of level of glow around the entire asteroid, because it's just a big city on top of an asteroid. So
Do they have hours of operation?
not really.
So is somebody always running the till? Alright.
I mean, it really just
Yeah,
depends
24/7
on.
like Vegas, baby.
Yeah. You're not really sure what time it is or something like that, but you could ask Crowborn or the people who are unloading the ship. They tell you it's mid-afternoon on Rock of Vral time, and yeah, you got plenty of time to go to the marketplace.
I think, because we don't know where we're going, so I think maybe because we still have some food stocks. So they hold off on that until we can get a job to find out how we're going.
Makes sense to me.
Maybe just get you some of these supplies to help put out fires. For now, or do we want to wait and do that too? And just go look for work?
Well, how does one find
Well, I figure we could start at
mercenary,
the Rock
pirate,
Rat.
whatever work?
Yeah, that seems to be a lot of pirates in there. I figure we could start there. Maybe ask Grover and see if he knows anybody. Go find those nerds that wanted us to kill pirates. See if they have actual work. Is there like a shipping guild we can ask around to see if anybody needs something? Pretty much with ships, the docks here, we could find stuff. Or you go to a tavern. That's kind of where a lot of the business got done back home when it wasn't actual like governments shipping stuff, but it was just people. The docks or a bar is where you'll find most of your people.
Good to know.
So,
Is upgrading the ship part of our plans?
Ideally, but we'll have to see what we can
if we
afford.
have enough, yeah. As I say, I think maybe we'll look and see what kind of prices, what we can afford.
Yeah.
Because I don't need anything really special for myself, so I can put my money towards something. But yeah, I figure like way to defend the ship, way to put the ship out, and maybe repair materials, and then food is really kind of the constant thing. We need food.
Food is important.
yeah, because I wouldn't feel comfortable going to the space nerds, as you so kindly put it, without our ship being ready to kill pirates. I don't feel like it's ready to kill pirates. We managed somehow.
Well, not all pirates are going to be like that too, though.
And really, we didn't even manage. We managed to escape.
Hey. I think we could have. I think a few more good shots with the stuff that Scruffy and Fluffy were making. See, I went back to it. I think those were working. And then if Boomy can make an explosive that works.
Fingers crossed.
But I get what you're saying. Shit. I'd say we could go to the people who run the Rock and ask them if they have work. But I think they don't like you guys. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be going back there.
So we can look for work here or go to the bar. Is Crowburn still around?
Crowborn is still around. He's currently overseeing them take out the last of the crates from your ship. So he's down on the dock.
Suppose we could check with him and just ask him. We'd be like, hey, we just did this job for you. We got through, got your stuff. No harm there, right? Did you have for work? Or do you know if you have associates that might need something done?
I do not need anything done as of right now, at least as far as shipping is concerned. I will, if you're sticking around the Rock of Vral, I will absolutely reach out to you the next time I need a shipping run done.
Yeah, we'll be around. Do you got any friends or associates you know of that are kind of always looking for somebody to do something?
Let's find out. Make for me a persuasion check here, Zolos. You're aiming for, I think, let's see. Yeah, I think you're gonna aim for a 3 here. If you hit a 3, then he knows of a job for you.
It's a good thing I roll a 6. That's not a 6. Do I burn it? Do I burn it on this? This is kind of important. Do I burn it looking for work?
Do you?
I mean, is it gonna affect us actually getting work, or is it just going to make it take longer to find work?
What kind of episode do we want?
I mean, if he knows people, or if we are going to look for it ourselves.
Yeah, realistically,
he would give us some tips, or he wouldn't.
I feel like any tip he gives us would be more reliable. He's been good to us so far, and everything we've stumbled into has kind of been a mess.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you burning the coin?
Yeah.
Okay, using that coin. Let's see your reroll.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
Hey, there you
Nice.
2.
Crowborn kind of motions for you to follow him, and he goes back onto your ship and goes over to a quiet corner where really nobody else is around. Crowborn says to you, well, now that you've mentioned it, I do have a small issue that I could use resolved. It is something of a personal nature, and the danger involved is great. But if you are looking for work and looking for the kind of muscle work that traveling the space lanes usually entails, you may be just the person or individuals that I need. You are, of course, familiar with the cult of the Veiled One.
Yep. Had fun with them at that warehouse.
Oh, those guys, yeah.
The dead guys, yeah.
They're dead.
Yes. So you told me, but recently I received a missive from the cult of the Veiled One, informing me that they have an individual very, very important to me. In fact, this individual means more to me than everything I have built, everything I have. It is my very life. The cult of the Veiled One has captured my one and only partner. They were traveling to the Rock of Vral after visiting our home planet, and their ship was attacked. The cult of the Veiled One has demanded that I pay an exorbitant amount of money for my partner's release. So much so that I would have to sell my bar, my property here on the rock to pay it back. I know what they want. They want my property itself. I was planning on hiring mercenaries to attempt to get her back, or them back. But you've proven to be resourceful. So if you truly want some good, honest work,
Oh, yeah.
I would be willing to pay double what I paid you to get my partner back.
Like the sound of that. Do you know, I assume they told you where you're supposed to deliver your funds to get your partner back?
The plasmoid shakes its head.
What kind of information did they give you? They just said, hey, we got your... I was going to say woman.
Partner.
I don't know what your species goes through. So, partner. They just said they have them, pay us now. They didn't tell you where to pay them or how to pay them?
I was told that they would be returning to the Rock Rat in 2 days' time for my answer. I was told to have the money ready by then. It is my belief that if they are not holding her, they're holding them here on the Rock of Vral. Whoever is here knows where they are.
Alright. Are they coming to the bar?
They're coming to the bar in 2 days' time.
Perfect.
But in 2 days' time, if I don't have the money, I fear my partner will be killed. We need to find
Where they're
them first. My plan was to hire mercenaries and send them to a local seer. One who I've had numerous issues with in the past, but their divination has always been sound. So I hoped that if I sent mercenaries to them in my stead, the seer would answer the question.
Is that seer here on the rock?
The seer's name is, as I'm scrolling down here, the seer's name is Master Arron. It's Arron, by the way.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. That sounded like a name from Fab 5. I was like, wait. No, I was thinking, no, that's Ohm. That's Ohm.
Nope, not Ohm.
Yeah.
Arron.
Aaron.
Yo, Aaron.
So it's Arron, though.
Arron.
And they're here on the rock.
Yes. They run an order that is quite irritating.
Can you tell us where we can find them? We'll do this.
You've interacted with some of their subordinates before, in my bar, in fact.
The nerds?
The Pragmatic Order of Thought.
The Pragmatic
Fucking
Order
shit.
of Thought.
God, we were thinking
Yeah.
we might have to talk to those nerds eventually. God damn it. All right.
Who?
Their leader is the most successful divinator on the rock. I did not want to return to them either, but I'm left with no other choice.
Well, they were gonna pay us to kill pirates. I mean, I guess it's not such a bad idea to have some kind of relationship with them. So maybe by talking to them, we can help them while they help us help you. That made sense, right? Yeah,
Hopefully.
that made sense. In my head, it did.
Sure.
See, I'm not just a
Yeah,
pretty
uh-huh.
face. I mean, I am pretty, but yeah, we'll go. As much as I am dreading talking to the nerds, yeah, we'll go talk to them. They were kind of shifty, and they didn't help us in that bar fight, which kind of put a strike against them from the very beginning.
Yes, they irritate many who own vessels such as yours and don't.
They don't want to get their hands dirty.
They wish others to do their dirty
Yeah.
work. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess I kind of got a different vibe off of them last time, and so hearing this is really like, oh wow, yeah, they're a lot more sinister than I realized.
I totally don't remember your description of them. In my head, I'm totally picturing Franciscan friars with like brown robes, and they just got that little ring of hair
Actually, yeah,
around. And they
that's
shave
pretty
it on
much how
top.
I
That's
described
what we're
them.
going for.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's definitely why
Nerds.
Zolos immediately hated them
Yeah.
right off the bat.
The elder of the two looks like an old white guy. Basically, looks like the Miracle
picture-
Man from Princess Bride.
I was gonna say,
Miracle Max.
just picture any painting of a friar from that time period, and boom, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Do you know? You know where they're headquartered, or do we just walk around and talk about math formulas and they just show up? They're nerds.
They do have a headquarters here on the rock. I can draw you a map.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Take it.
Granite, can you make both of them look different? And he's looking at both Boomy and Lark. Or I guess Lark, you said you can change your face. That worked.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it for both of them as long as they were standing
Close
very
to you,
close
right?
together.
I can.
Oh.
Like a volume thing, right? So if they were more than a foot apart or so, I just wouldn't have enough volume to do both of them.
How long does yours last?
Just as long as I want it to, really.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I mean, he does spontaneously combust every so often. Are you sure you want to stand that close to him?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to stand close to him.
He's pointing at Lark in this one. I mean, if you can change your looks, can you make yourself like taller too and change your hair, or is it just your face?
I can change my hair and I can. Where did it go? Oh no. No, it's in my powers. Down. Anyways, okay.
Here's what
I can change my facial features and my hair color and length. That's about it.
Here's what I'm thinking: long blonde hair, blue skin, white hat. Call you Smurfette. No. That's what I was looking for. Is it exasperated? Well, if you guys can both be changed, I think we can all go. I think we probably should all go. We can let Scruffy and Fluffy watch the ship. Yes, Bert and Ellie and
Blue team.
I was gonna say sorry to get Lucci. I'm gonna write that down. All right, Lugine, it's on my paper. They can watch the ship. Plus, I mean, the docks are probably patrolled by some kind of protective force, right? I mean, the Rock isn't. I mean, I get it; it's for pirates and stuff like that. But there's got to be some kind of order kept, or it would just be chaos.
The last time we docked, we were in the public docks, and they had
that little prick is dead
there.
though, remember?
Yeah, but this time we're in the private ones, so I don't know how that works.
Are we in
Do they
private?
have goons here?
Are we in private docks? I know we're just close to the Rock Rat, but are these docks considered private, Matt?
I'm apparently muted. Yes, you are on private docks right now.
All right. Well, I mean, then I'm sure does Crowborn, does he have somebody like watching his docks then?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Then
Crowborn would absolutely confirm that he has security on this private dock.
Perfect. Yeah. Then with our people and his people that watch our ship, and we were gonna have to check in with these people anyway, and at least tell them, hey, we did run into a pirate ship, and we got off some good shots. Is like, we'll still take your bounty to kill pirates, but now we have 2 reasons to talk to them. God, we might have to make a deal with them to even talk to Master Arron. As much as I
Why do you think that?
Because that's how these things work. Back home now, my father was a rich, powerful guy, and yes, he was friends with the king of Jura back home. But he also did a lot of shady shit on the side.
Yeah.
And so typically, if you want something from someone like him, you would have to make a deal to do something for him. Now, I don't know if that's how politics are going to work here. I have to assume they will. So, I mean, we might have to just strike a deal with them. And they wanted us to kill pirates. We're probably going to end up doing that anyway. And they also don't like the cult of the dead people. So, I guess it's not so bad. It's a win-win, potentially. Right? Huh?
Makes sense to me, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I would really prefer not to sign on to
I do
the
too, but I mean,
pirate hunters for a religious group.
Are they really religious, or are they just weird?
Well, I mean, the last time we talked to them, they said they worshipped this dude who could see everything and point us to any pirate in the universe, so...
Well, wasn't that Master Arron? Isn't that just their boss? Do they worship him? He asked Crowbar,
seems like
do they worship the seer guy?
I believe he is head of their order, but I don't think they worship him. I'm not very familiar with their practices.
We had gods back home. All god people are weird to a degree. That's both player and character saying that one. So yeah, let's. Their ship will be fine. They're gonna finish offloading the stuff. We might as well go start looking for this stuff early. Let's go get it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
God, it's almost like it's a take charge thing. It's a job for a captain. Just gonna kind of look away a little bit and
Yeah, I like
kind
to
of
see
over
you-
his shoulder smile.
See you grab 2 crystals at the same time.
You see, that's why I have people like you. And he's just deadpan looking at you.
Yeah, all other things
just gonna
aside, that
stare at
doesn't seem
daggers and
super
go-
like a command's decision.
Yeah,
as much
I
as-
get it. Yeah, I'm just joshing, guys. You know what? I should have been the captain back home when I killed our captain. But they didn't give me the sword, so I was a little
Yeah,
upset
again,
by
that's
that.
not how military rank advancement works.
I was
Hey,
gonna say, I
hey.
don't know if things are.
You know what? I read a story about, a man in a far off place that you keep what you kill. He did some things to his eyes so he could see at night. He's a very, very interesting man. And you get to keep what you kill. I should have got at least the sword. I'm sorry, it was mine by right. I'm getting it.
I don't think that.
Do we even have the sword?
No, they took it away. No,
That's what I thought.
whoever was not our command, it was like the overall commander.
Max.
Yeah, would not let Zolos keep the sword.
Nope.
He was holding it. He's like, "This is mine, right?" And they're like, "No, give that here." So he didn't get to keep it.
That's true.
I do believe I did a persuasion check and I failed, and they said no.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's go talk to the Pragmatic Order people.
Please don't call them nerds to their face.
Poot.
That is not preferable.
It's the Pragmatic Order of
Poot.
Thought.
Yeah. So it would be pot.
Poot.
Oh, that's right. Of yeah. Usually in stuff like that, words like the of don't get included into it.
It's just like shoot, but poot.
Oh, now Zolos is gonna call them pooters.
No.
Oh no! You have the best type for persuasion.
Nobody, Nico. Welcome to what I've been dealing with for how many years have I been?
Hey, you know what? I
Like
played
8 now.
I
9,
played the
something
more
like that.
I played the more straight-laced, tried not to get us fucked over character in the Fab Five. All right. Now I get to be the Chaos Gremlin. All right. That's my job now because y'all did it to me. How do you like them apples? All right.
It's true. I did. I lived up to my
This
chaotic
one-
alignment last
This
time.
one got fucking blind high off fucking shrooms, and my character had to drag them around a dwarven town. That
Oh,
right
no.
there, this is payback.
That's true. That's true love. That's true dedication to the cause right there.
Hey, that was not my character's fault. She didn't know what she was eating. The gnome artificer told her to eat it because it would help with her headache.
Mm,
Oh, it did.
it
Did it help?
It didn't help with bloods though.
Oh.
In fact, it gave him one.
That just means blood should have eaten it too.
Oh shit! Can you imagine? No. A former assassin eating drugs and getting high. That would have been a bad idea. Yeah, let's head out. If he's gonna give them a map, I guess it'll be easier for them to get around.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Crowborn, before he leaves the dock, he does write you a small map detailing how to get to the temple of the Pragmatic Order of Thought. He warns you that it's not an actual temple. Don't be surprised by its appearance. And then he and his team make their way away from the dock. He tells you that you're welcome to stay docked here until you're ready to leave again. As since you are, helping him out again. So you make your way, leaving Bertarelli and Lugim to watch over your ship. You disguise the two who are who are currently have bounties on them. Skarn, you're using your illusions to change Boomy's appearance, while Lark uses her own magic to do the same. And it only takes you about 15 minutes to walk the path from the dock to the temple. Now, the temple itself, well, it's not a temple. It looks more like a rundown warehouse with a big, wide back space area that's fenced off, but you can see parts of tons of spacefaring vessels just all stacked on top of one another in this gigantic hodgepodge in the back of this building. Like, there's pieces of multiple styles of vessels, from more nautical-based ones, such as your ship, to outlandish-looking things of strange-shaped metal that look more like odd science experiments more than anything else, with weird tubes and gigantic things you can only think possibly were once engines before, before ending up in a gigantic junkyard. That's what you're seeing here, a big-ass warehouse with an even bigger junkyard behind it. And the front of this building looks just run down and decrepit. Like there's it looks like there's plywood in the windows. There's garbage just strewn all about the front of the building. There are a set of double doors, and the door handles do look polished, but that's really about it. The rest of it looks just run down and decayed. And as you first arrive and look it over, you can't help but wonder, am I really at the right address? Did I follow this map wrong? But no matter which way you turn the map, no, this has got to be the location. There is nobody in front of it. There's actually not a whole lot of people out right now. You passed quite a few individuals as you're making your way through the streets of the Rock of Vral. But once you turn down this one particular road leading into the location, traffic just died. There's nobody really about right now.
Well, it kind of seems like a lot of folks aren't super thrilled with the vibes over here. Glad it wasn't just us.
Yeah.
Well, he did say everybody hates them, so.
Clearly they don't hate him that much. They get all the scrap, apparently.
I mean,
Unless that junkyard is totally unrelated.
it could just be that that's where somebody can sell your shit to them and they'll take it. I mean, they could make use of it. I mean, hell, we could actually probably go there and, get some stuff ourselves to maybe make, I guess,
Yeah,
we can check it out later, but I mean...
How pragmatic of us.
He's gonna... At first, he's like, wait, and then he's gonna realize what you said, and he's just gonna give you a look of derision. Really? Do you want to join the nerds? He's like, we could get pieces to, like, the thing that Bernali and Luigi put on my bolt that ripped through the thing. We could get stuff here to do that. You could put stuff on the side of the ship to help make it a little more beefy, but maybe slow us down a little. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But we could probably get some junk here to help us out. I guarantee this one over here, he's just going to point at whatever Boomy looks like now. They could buy something here that they could use, right?
Speaking of which, Skarn, what did you make Boomy look like?
So the thing is, the illusion can only fool one sense, right? So I can't change too much, or it'll be really obvious. So,
just
I mean,
looks then, right? Because I guess it's
yeah.
You're talking about like the five senses, like so. Yeah, just visual. We don't need them.
Yeah. So it is just visual, but I'm not like making him look taller or anything because it would be much more obvious if someone happened to bump into him. You know what I mean?
Well, you don't have to do it too crazy, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I figure probably another goblin who, I don't know. We shaved Boomy's head, so I guess the hair doesn't matter that much.
You know what? He's got the big ears, right? So maybe make him look more like a gnome, because don't gnomes kind of have longer, like elongated ears, kind of in the world of D&D?
No, theirs are more rounded.
Not like that,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you could, we're making it look, but I mean,
Yeah.
they could round them off, just, because I think, they're looking for goblins. So maybe we should just make him look completely different, like a little halfling or a little gnome.
Worth a shot, I guess, but
You know
just
what?
be worried because, the ears are big, so that's another part of the illusion that wouldn't be.
Well, I mean, it's just visual. I mean, Boomy, what do you want to look like?
Yeah, gnome's fine.
All right. Fair enough.
Those gnomies are my homies.
Just make sure not to brush your ears into anybody.
You just can't be one of the metal ones, bud. That'll be...
Not yet.
Oh yeah, you'll get there. No worries.
Aspirations.
Trying to get chrome.
Yeah, you blow enough parts off and get them replaced.
Scrapyard. Perfect.
Yeah, can I find any additional materials here that I could use?
We might be able to look when we leave or coming back. Check it out.
Sure.
Yeah, we should probably talk to the owners before we just start rummaging,
Why?
given how...
Yeah, but do
Things
I see
went last
anything that looks possibly valuable and unguarded?
Well, you're still standing outside the thing right now, so...
Yeah, is there like a barbed wire fence?
Yeah.
I'm looking through it.
Okay,
Do I
you're
see
heading over
anything?
to the fence. You're going to peer through to the other side to see if you can see anything interesting. Make me a perception check. Aim for a 5.
Okay. That's a
Hey!
Hey. Oh, yeah, there's definitely some shiny things over there on the other side of that fence that looks
Oh,
really nice to you. Like, you can see some engine components. You can see all sorts of different things that, like, you're just cataloging the visual sights on the other side of this, and like your mind is going just a mile a minute because you can see all sorts of projects that you could create with all the different junk that's on the other side. Like this is
Wow.
this is paradise.
Boy, yeah. Let's go in there, guys.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Whew. I just hope we don't have to have an appointment to talk to the big guy.
You know what? If there is seer, they know we're coming.
Fair.
And he's like,
I imagine you're saying this as you're walking towards those double doors, and just
And they
as you're
open,
getting
yeah.
right towards those doors, and Zolos says that, of course, the doors just open inwardly. They open to a completely dark interior. None of you can see anything beyond those doors. And as you all step forward towards that darkness, I'm going to say that Skarn and Zolos, the two of you are in the lead, and the two of you just collide full on with two other individuals. Boom!
Yeah.
Zolos, I need you to make a just a coordination check to maintain your footing. Skarn, you're fine.
Red. Can I try to catch the person I knocked into to make sure they don't fall over?
Yeah, you know what? You can do that. You can make a coordination check as well. These are, I think for you, Zolos, this is going to be a 4. Skarn, this is going to be a 5.
now I know wrestling is with grappling and gripping, but I guess that's more of like, because I know he's gotten to use the aid in the past.
Not for this. This is just, you hit somebody, you're trying to maintain your footing. Like, you walked into a wall, then you're falling backwards. That's what this
He
is.
said I'm going for a 4.
You're going for a 4.
Do I have the same target?
No, you have your target's a 5.
Nice.
It's a 2. And just think full on stereotypical New York accent. I'm walking here
You walk full on right into somebody. You stumble backwards, but manage to catch your footing. The individual in front of you didn't do nearly as well. They go falling down to the ground. Skarn, something kind of soft runs into your chest and stumbles backwards, but you're quick and nimble and manage to grab onto them in time before this frail little old man goes tumbling down as well. You just clamp your hands onto his arms and hold him there. The individual who fell is also humanoid with dark, almost onyx-colored skin and a bald head. The man that you've caught, Skarn, is much more feeble and frail. He's a short humanoid with very, very pale skin, a completely bald head except for a ring of hair, kind of Doc Brown style, all sticking out everywhere. They're both wearing very, very drab brown robes. They both have like a rope belt around their waist, and they both look up at the two of you with kind of shock and surprise.
I am so sorry about that. It was dark and you're below my sight line. I didn't see you at all. I'm very sorry.
Guys.
It's you. It's you. Oh my goodness. The master was correct. Once again, he is correct. I can't say I can't believe it because this happens all the time, but it's always a surprise to me whenever his predictions come true.
These are the guys from the bar.
Normally I would say that this is the sort of prediction you could make if you were looking out the front window, but walking straight into us does kind of seem to belie that.
No. Master Arron, he said that your group had docked today, and he was sending us out to find you.
Zolos will reach down and help up the other guy.
The other man, whose name you probably can't remember, but I'll tell you anyway.
Nope.
The younger man is named Wallace. And the old man being held by Skarn currently is Jason.
Okay, I thought it was going to be Gromit. Hey, you're the guys from the bar. Yeah. Well, I guess you know why we're here, right?
Well, Master Arron wished to speak to you, so it should not surprise us at all that you have arrived right when he sent us out.
Should it? Because if he knew you were coming, why would he send you out?
Oh.
He just kind of sits there dumbfounded for a second, like not sure. Perhaps we misunderstood, and he just sent us to the door to welcome you. I cannot question his motivations, but here you are, just as he said you were. Please, come in.
You guys pay the light bill around here? Do you not need? It's kind of dark. I don't know about you.
Do you put him down, Skarn?
Oh yeah, Skarn wasn't like picking him up or anything. It was just to keep him from falling over.
Yeah, you let him go, and the old man grasps his hand around your wrist and is kind of pulling you in as he's saying this, and he's backing up. As he backs up, he disappears behind that dark veil right there at the door. Your arm's kind of out and half. It's like half just cut off by the darkness.
Yeah, I was to say, does it disappear into the darkness?
It does.
So yeah, Zolos is gonna kind of reach in and then pull back. Do that a couple times and just kind of hold it in there and be like, "What do you guys got going on here?"
You just feel somebody grab your hand and pull you through. It's actually Wallace who pulls you in, by the way. And once you stumble through, you see a very different scene entirely. From the outside, it is a decrepit warehouse, absolutely disgusting. But on the inside, imagine more like white marble and Greek columns going down a very long chamber filled with bluish white light. There are fountains and statues. It's slightly damp in here. You can hear the sound of running water, and in the distance there's like just this ethereal music with a little bit of one of those kind of harmonies in the just somewhere in the background. You can barely hear it, but it's there.
So it's kind of like in the shadow, and you see the building from the outside. It's run down, decrepit, but when you see past the veil, it's like a gorgeous, like Gothic era hotel. Okay.
Yeah, except more like Greek marble.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah. All right, I get why you guys are hiding this shit, but I mean, yeah, I would flaunt this. I'm sorry, but then you know what? Pirates. Yeah, I get it.
Well, yes, of course.
Immediately looks deeply uncomfortable. You can tell that it keeps glancing back and forth from like its hands to the floor. And
no, you know, buddy, we're gonna deal with that. Remember, I gotta get you some of that. You know what? I should have gotten some seaweed scrub when we were on that planet, and I didn't. I apologize. We're gonna find some for you though. Great skincare regimen's coming your way. Don't worry. Look at this. No
anymore.
You know what? You have a much warmer tone than these walls. These are cold, calculated. You're not. You're beautiful just the way you are, bub. He's saying this with all sincerity. He's being genuine. He's like, don't ever change yourself.
Yeah. This doesn't...
I get it. Yeah. You know what? I don't get it, because I'm not you. But you know what? I would try to say I can empathize, but that never really took. My mother tried so hard, but...
Imagine what it would feel like for you to walk into a house made out of flesh. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah. The old man and his apprentice seem oblivious to their discomfort.
Of course they do.
As the two of them are saying, come in, welcome to the Pragmatic Order of Thought. And I think that's probably a good place to pause and go on break. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, folks. And when we return, we're walking into Skarn's nightmare. But the rest of our heroes are looking into the Pragmatic Order of Thought. This should be interesting. So stay tuned, everyone. Howdy, everybody. We are back. And when we last left off, the crew of the Wayfinder found themselves inside a gigantic temple filled with nothing but marble, which is making Skarn a little uncomfortable right now, let's be honest. Still, the older and younger monk are beaming very, very widely. Both of them have very large grins on their face, and they're just kind of ushering you inside as they say, yes, welcome to the Pragmatic Order of Thought. We are very excited that you are coming into our home. Please make yourselves at home. Please feel welcome here. And they are leading you all inside. How do you react as you see this a place that's a lot bigger on the inside than on the outside?
Oh, fancy refraction technology.
That's a nice trick you got here. Huh. That's why everybody kind of avoids the area, because they don't know this place. They don't know what it looks like in the inside. I'm guessing normal people don't just come in here all the time.
No, not at all.
Alright. Normal is it's a pejorative. I didn't mean it that way. Non-pragmatic people don't come in here often. Here we go.
Yes, we keep our location hidden. After all, our order seeks out and destroys those who disrupt trade throughout the universe. So, if our location was announced, then surely all of those who wish to feed off of the trade routes of the universe would come here and destroy us.
Yeah, that would suck.
Well, I guess take us to your leader.
Take us to the big dog, medium dog.
The two of them smile very widely and lead you in deeper into this very large cathedral. And a cathedral is exactly what it is. Like, the farther you get in, the more you look around, and like the ceiling is massively high. The columns are at least 40 feet tall. The murals on the wall depict individuals of all shapes and sizes and species carrying bags, some of them holding boxes or crates. There's scenes depicted of ships traveling the oceans, traveling the aether currents, individuals bringing stuff down off of the ships. This cult seems to worship trade. At least judging based on the murals on the walls and the ceiling. It's odd. But these two seem to be quite content here, and they're leading you further and further in. And as they do, you do see more individuals are starting to make their way out from the various corners of this cathedral. At first it seemed to be empty, just the seven of you, the five of you plus those two. But the farther you get inward, the more you see that no, there's definitely quite a few people here. There's quite a large amount of men and women, or at least you assume men, women, and else and other, I suppose. Yeah, just all moving about. All of them wearing the same brown robes with a rope around them. Some of them sweeping, some of them moving crates and things about. Some of them just polishing the marble, making it more shiny, if that's even possible. How you feeling there, Skarn?
So this place, the materials that you built it with, were they free range?
Ethically sourced?
Well, the marble here was mined out from the planet that first gave rise to the Pragmatic Order of Thought. Everything you see in here was mined from a particular mountainside on that planet. I don't know what you mean by free range.
Would you be willing to share the name of that planet?
He shrugs and says something really high-pitched and warbling.
Was that the name?
Yes, that's the name.
You kind of just screeched at us. Maybe it's a language barrier. I'm gonna go with language barrier. I hope it's a language barrier.
Must be.
Yeah. A lot of languages out here we don't know. So.
Oh, we should have brought Aravast with us.
Oh, I totally fucking forgot about that guy. Wow.
Damn, he's probably just taking a nap on the ship.
When I started talking about the people on the ship, I was like, well, we got the 2 people left on the ship. I totally fucking forgot about him.
Yeah. Poor Aravast. He's still translating your ship for you.
I mean, Zolos wouldn't have forgotten about him. I most certainly did. All right. Well, I think what my friend is concerned about is, are there individuals like them? What do you walking and talking, kind of people?
There are walking and talking individuals that live on the planet.
All right.
He makes the sound again. But none look like you. No.
Okay. All right.
The citizens of High Pitched Squeal again are actually 6.5 feet tall. They have 4 arms. They're extremely skinny with olive green skin and bright, completely blue eyes.
I'm not gonna lie, leading with the height, you really had me for a second there, but okay.
Yeah, the rest of it doesn't sound like you at all.
Mind? This stuff is naturally occurring?
Well, there's like stone back home.
This is marble.
Like this, right? There are like foundries where this stuff's. We have this back home.
With respect, I spent my entire life on a military post. I have never seen anything that wasn't granite.
You know what? I apologize. I don't. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So this is a normal thing for people?
What? No, this is. No. This even the king's palace is not this much. No. I don't know about other places, but definitely not back home. I just know on the planet where we're from, there's stone like this. But yeah, no, not back. Not that I know of, at least. This definitely isn't the aesthetic. Yeah, this definitely isn't the aesthetic of the people of Jura. We're not exactly the most wealthy of nations. We've gotten much wealthier lately, but we still don't have this level of. I mean, if you could look at Zola, he's just like, this is fucking even more ostentatious than he's ever used to. This is like he's almost like the poor kid going to the rich kid's school, looking around here. And he's just like, this is
pretty swaggerific.
This is something else.
Lark, Dr. Bloom, what are you two thinking about?
I also completely forgot that Skarn had never left a military base, and is feeling real embarrassed and thinking of what kind of curriculum am I going to design for the anthropology course I need to provide, because that isn't fair. For Metatext, I also was educated as a teacher, so that's automatically where both the player and the dog would go. It's like, fuck, somebody's missing knowledge, not allowed, must fix.
Lark?
I mean, I think I'm just kind of standing near Skarn and patting its elbow or whatever I can reach easily, just trying to be good emotional support.
Fair enough.
Zolos would sneakily. Well, you can make me make a roll. He'd kind of feel out for one of the if there's a column or something like that, and then just kind of reach out and touch Skarn and be like, if you want to make him make a stealth roll to try and do that,
Sure. You're trying to see if the
Like if they
texture
feel the
on
same?
if the texture of the column and the texture of Skarn are similar. Give me a stealth check. Let's see here. Probably go with a 4.
And of course, he does have a bit of an issue here. He has to roll a d12 because cat fucking stands out.
That's true.
Ooh.
So it is the
So,
most obvious way.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
Skarn, you feel something cup your buttock, and then you look over, and
He wouldn't
Zolos
be
is
that
touching a
obvious.
column and just reached, but didn't really look where they were reaching. And with that nat 12, you definitely just put your hand right on Skarn's butt.
I didn't mean to grab that, but damn. It's like, do you work? You know what? I was about to ask, do you work out? But then I forgot what you're made of. But still, whoever
I have a chiseled physique.
whoever came up with you,
But
they did a good job. So
there it is.
Thank you.
Hey.
fine craftsmanship. Fine craftsmanship. That's all I can say.
Thank you, I suppose. I don't.
Just felt up another team member's ass.
Is
And porcelain blush.
I think we've established in the past that Skarn does blush, and when it
Yes.
does, it sort of turns a little like brown yellow color, the sort of way that marble looks once it's been set on fire.
Oh, good God, that's not the way I would think to describe it, but I guess,
Hey, I'm down for
I guess it works. It works.
Yeah. Jason and Wallace is looking back at your group, just very, very confused. But, well, yes, come this way. Master Arron is waiting for you. They lead
Come on,
you.
we gotta talk to Aaron.
No, this is Aaron.
Hey, all right.
Doesn't have the nice ring to it, though. I know, yeah.
Yeah, he just has an AR-15 on his.
Hey, yeah, hey. You know what? That's where he got the name. His real name is Ronald, but he's just like, everybody's like, dude, Ron's always got that AR, so he's AR Ron.
Ron. No. Eventually, they do lead you down a long hallway to another set of double doors, just as elaborate as the rest of this location. The double doors are open kind of on their own, just the same way those front doors were, but this time you can actually see beyond it. What you see is another long room, illuminated by this bluish-white light that seems to be emanating from torch sconces with bluish flames dancing inside of them. Towards the back of the room, there is a single column of that same bluish light emanating down upon an individual floating in the air. Even at the distance, you can make out some very strange features. This individual is green-gray in color. Their eyes are large and bulbous and mostly closed. You can only see a little bit of a slit underneath that closed eye. They have long white hair that's pulled back from their head and an equally long white beard, Fu Manchu style. But their features are as far from humanoid as really could possibly be. They look almost more reptilian in nature. And as you're getting closer, you're just all walking down the center walkway. There's this long carpeted stretch going from the door over to where this individual is floating. And as you walk down it, you can see that their skin is kind of scaly and reptilian in nature. They have no nose whatsoever, just odd sort of slits. Their mouth is little more than a thin line. They have 4 arms that are curled around them and held, holding their hands together in just a clasped position. Both sets of arms are folded and sitting on their lap. And their legs are cross-legged, and they seem to be wearing very long brown robes, much like the 2 monks that you've been following. But the train of these robes dangle far down below them. They're hovering about 15 feet in the air, and the train of these robes extend another 5 feet below them, their crossed legs. And they seem to be just hovering there, meditating, slightly spinning just a little bit as you're walking towards the center. Once you reach the center of this room, you can see just a massive pile of cushions underneath the man that's floating there. And he's been making a slow circuit around as you've all been approaching. How do you all react to seeing this?
I wonder.
What's up, big dog? Heard you were expecting us.
Your words kind of echo throughout the chamber, Boomy. Make a persuasion check for me. You're aiming for a 6.
Meets it, beats it.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. The individual opens a single eye, and you can see that the entire thing is bright blue. Just a black pupil in the center of pure blue. And this eye focuses downward upon you. The voice is low and booming as it says, "Indeed I did, crew of the Wayfinder. I had sensed your presence upon the rock, and I sent those in your company to seek you out. But it seems as though you've sought us out as well." As he's saying this, the figure floats downward and comes to rest upon the cushions on the ground, not more than 5 feet ahead of you. This creature is large, but no larger than Skarn. But it has a long, an almost elongated neck that makes it appear a little bit bigger than you, Skarn. Both eyes open now and seem to be regarding your group. I had seen you all traveling on the current of the Æther. I sent these out to seek you, not once but twice. And yet here you are. And it is me you sought out. You have a question for me. Speak.
Oh, it's less of a see the future thing and more of a have a really good sense of what's going on in general regions thing. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. The flying, was that you? Is that a thing you can just do?
That is not the question you have come here to ask.
Oh, believe me, I've got plenty more.
The old monk seems to hesitate a moment at that. To answer your question, yes. The flying was me.
Okay, so it's like a spell you're casting, or...
If that is how you are able to understand it, that is an apt description.
Interesting. I'll have to look into that later. And yeah, I think Skarn just sort of goes off into its own head, thinking about different implications of flight magic.
Joe, you're muted.
Zolos would be like, all right, yeah, we did come here for an important reason, but they asked a question. I want to get one real quick. I'm thinking I'm an animal.
That is okay.
I'm kidding. Although, maybe later you can tell me what animal I was thinking of. If you know why we're here, actually, I think it's something that could be beneficial, not only to us, but also to you. Your followers? Is that what we'll call them? Followers? Associates? When they sought us out before, they asked us to hunt down and take out pirates who were disrupting shipping lanes. I think what we need from you is kind of up that alley. We're looking for the cult of the Veiled One. They have someone important to a friend of ours. They've taken them hostage. We need to find them. And we're told that you're pretty good at doing that. Did we ever get their name real quick? The partner, I'm sure he told us. Crowborn. Did they tell us their partner's name?
I don't think they ever did.
No.
I mean, would it have been like that? Hey, these are the details. This is the map. This is who I'm looking for. In that kind of thing, we just didn't do it. We didn't act it out. Maybe they gave us the name. Or should we
they
just say...
they just said their partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems our friend didn't think that you would be inclined to help them. Maybe you'd help us, though.
Make for me a persuasion check. Aiming for a 3.
I need a 3. It is
Nice.
3.
Hell yeah.
The creature looks at you, Zolos, and he says, "That is an answer. That is a question, but it is not the question. The true question that brought you here before me. Yes, I can tell you about the cult of the Veiled One, but that is not the question that is weighing upon your hearts."
How do we get home? Would that be? He's gonna look at everybody else. Is that what it would have been? Right? I don't...
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I was actually kind of starting to think, how did Skarn get these muscles up here? I mean, I've tried forever, but these just don't seem to. But then I realized, oh wait, they're chiseled. So I mean,
Well, I mean, it's not like they came from nowhere. I did.
well,
To,
I mean, what's your reg? You know what? We'll talk later. I just. But is it? How do we get home? Is that what your? Is that our heart's desire?
The
Or their
the
heart's
old
desire?
alien nods his head down, and as he does, that long Fu Manchu beard just kind of jiggles a little bit. He says, "There was a tale my grandfather told, long, long ago. It is the story of a realm where the darkest of nightmares originated. He called that realm Loroupa."
Hey,
are we the nightmares? Is that
I was
us?
gonna say, dude, does that sound like home? I mean, I know it can be shit sometimes, but
Like,
I mean,
there's
it's
way more
loud.
scary stuff out here in space than there was at home. We didn't have any brain creatures until space showed up.
I mean, I know I'm kind of a hometown guy, shoot, but I mean, is this a based win for us? That all nightmares came from Loroupa? Are we like the cool bad guys?
I'm so proud.
Pretty much.
My old teacher used to tell me about these assholes. Like, it's like we're 20s plus years, or no, we're even further. We're like 40 years after the breaking, right?
Yeah, 40.
Yeah. It was like 40 something years ago when people were really old lived. He's like 21. It's like, yeah, there was like this cult of like the dreamers, and they tried to bring back like an old dead god. Is that what you're talking about?
The old man says, "These nightmares originated in the distant eons of the past. It is said that world lies on the edge of existence. And yet he told a story of a great group of heroes who set off to battle the nightmares. They won, but at an extreme cost, and most never returned. It was said that these heroes managed to shut off that desolate wasteland and save the universe. But it was prophesied that one day this ancient place would rejoin the universe, and with it, a darkness never before seen would be unleashed upon all of existence."
I mean, I know it was sometimes boring back home, but damn, are we the bad guys?
It kind of sounds like we're the bad guys. I maintain
Shit.
those brain things are way worse than anything we had back home.
No, I mean,
I don't want to be bad.
no, there's some pretty nasty stuff in the waters around Jura. You guys don't go in the water, seriously.
But also,
But damn. Huh. I like how we just got drops of super serious knowledge, and we're all just like, I mean, it's like a fucking Seinfeld episode. We're just like, shit. We're in the jury box in the season finale, just like sitting there like talking shit on all the fucking. It's just like, wow, yeah. I was like, all right. I mean, wait a minute. Are we those nightmares? Because I think we're the first ones to ever leave. Because I've never heard any stories about even the ship we left on.
So that can be your dream or your nightmare, baby.
He can. It's true.
I don't want to haunt people. I don't want to give anyone nightmares.
I'm sorry, I
I'd be
saw you.
interested in the mechanics of making that happen, but that doesn't mean I want to do it.
Lark, I saw you kill those zombies. Trust me, you're the stuff with nightmares.
This is
sorry,
Nicola,
Lark.
not the dog.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, Alyssa. All right, that's another question for another time.
It's not for
So
now.
you gave us that information, but what would have been, is our heart's desire to get back there, or is there something else that you thought would be the question we were going to ask?
The question weighing on your minds is, yes, how to return to your world.
The Hippodrome, that's right. That's what you changed it to.
Yeah, the hyperdrive.
They didn't even really know where we were. We don't know how the ship we have even got there. It crashed, like in our kingdom, and these little spider things are like attached to people. Like, it made them kind of try to kill us. So we don't know any of this world, really.
Which is why you seek to return to the lands that are familiar to you.
Yeah.
It would be nice if everyone we ever knew didn't think we were dead in the forest.
There is a way for you to return to your home plane. It is a journey that will cost you much, will be difficult indeed, but your way lies out there. There is but one who has the knowledge you seek to return to your home world. And I sense that your path converges with theirs. There is one who is worshipped throughout this plane of existence. The one who currently holds that which you seek. The one
So we are the
who
bad
is
guys, okay.
unseen.
Nectaros Vale is the bad guy. The Veiled One. What are they? Is it? Did it make those things we had to fight? Is that what? Because it seems like they have a lot of undead stuff.
The creature bows its head to you. The one with the knowledge you seek created the beings you fought. They seek to gain more and more power throughout this multiverse. And yet they hold the knowledge to get you home.
Why do they know how to get us home?
The creature shrugs a little bit. I do not know. My visions do not grant me perfect knowledge. I am only able to see that which is revealed to me. My vision spans the lengths and breadths of the current of Æther. But there is still much that is hidden, even to me. Piracy. It is piracy that clouds my vision. Piracy that disrupts the the currents of travel throughout the multiverse. That is why my order seeks to destroy all who commit this egregious act.
So, maybe my friends have a better grasp on the Aether current than I do, but are you saying the pirates that commit the acts of piracy are actually not just disrupting ship travel or trade, but the Aether itself?
That is what they seek.
Oh, that hurt my brain asking that question. God, that's usually not something you would hear from me. I had a moment
That's some
of
far out stuff.
clarity.
Do you
All
not
right,
know what the Aether is?
You're asking the wrong sexy man. Maybe that one does. Pointed. Or maybe these two. He's like, this ain't my, but no, we don't really know.
The creature stands up, rising to its full height, and it extends two of its arms upward, creating this illusion of magic above your heads. It shows you a great expanse of dark with pinpricks of light all across it. The universe. It waves its fingers and you see lines begin to form outward, a spider web of lines that just go all throughout this expanse of black with bright pinpricks of light. As he's doing this, he says to you, Aether is the lifeblood of the universe. It is magic in its purest, rawest, most primeval form. It extends throughout all of reality, connecting each places of power to one another, intertwining among the spheres of the universe, connecting them all. All magic comes and flows through the currents of Aether. And it is within this current that we are all able to use what we call magic. All who use it harness the Aether in some form or another, be it through careful study, be it through primeval magic, be it through connections to more powerful beings, whatever the path. What they draw upon is the lifeblood of the universe. The veins that we call Aether.
Heck yeah, I feel it. I'm feeling the vibes.
How does space crime interfere with magic itself?
The being hesitates for a moment before saying, everything in the universe exists within a balance. That balance is disrupted through many means. Piracy is just but one of them. The Veiled One, however, seeks to do more than just disrupt the natural order of things. It is my belief that this individual seeks to harness this power, seeks to use it, seeks to become more powerful than any being. I do not know the method of this, but its servants are active throughout the universe. And their goal, as they profess, is to bring about the godhood of the being they serve.
Cool.
Dang, I hate when bad guys ascend to godhood.
And they're the ones that have what we need. Super.
In a couple different ways, it sounds like.
Well, maybe not the true desired question we're looking for, but they're holding ransom. The partner, the mate
Partner.
of Crowborn, runs the Rock Rat. He asked us to try and find her. It, them, partner. So, if you can help us find them within 2 days, because that's when apparently he's supposed to have money for them, we'll help take out some people interrupting the flow of commerce, shipping the current. We'll start taking out Veiled One people, and we'll help him out. So it seems like we're checking a lot of boxes here. And we're the ones that are going to be doing all the... People won't have to be involved unless you want to send some help with us. It's up to you guys. But it seems that
Yeah, maybe they
we
could
can
give
help
two
each other.
poops.
Make for me one more persuasion check.
Mhm.
You're aiming for a 3 again.
Good thing I got that effort in case I need it. No, I'm gonna need it.
Yeah.
Let me try one more time.
Don't. Trying to think of how to help. How to help? I want to help, but I can't think of how.
Time with feeling. Yeah. 2.
With your 2, the alien looks down upon you and he says, "Very well. I will attempt to divine the location of this Crowborn's partner. If they are holding this individual, it would be somewhere close enough that they could return it if your friend does pay. But in return for doing so, there is something that I must ask you all."
So Alyssa just turned on. See what I said? Remember that? Remember I said there's gonna be? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do for you?
I must be sure that your... what's the word I'm looking for? Your devotion
Sincere?
to our cause is sincere. There is a ship that recently docked here at the Rock. It is run by individuals of the most heinous sort. Pirates who feed upon travelers as they leave the Rock.
Do you mean figuratively or literally?
Figuratively.
Okay. So I thought Matt just created the Reavers in universe.
Don't tempt me.
Son of a bitch, what did I just do?
I mean, you're already facing undead pirates. Just give me more ammunition, please.
Jones.
It was the PAX.
The crew of the Barracuda have docked here on the Rock of Vral. While they pretend to be a mere shipping vessel here on the rock, their crimes are well known. I wish for you to dispatch these heinous individuals. Bring them to justice. True justice. And in return, we shall outfit you and your ship so that you may actually be able to fight the cult of the Veiled One in their ships.
All right. I was asking for help. Yeah, that's I call that help.
Yeah, well,
Appreciate it, big dog.
I mean, that's not exactly what we asked for, though.
Hey. Beggars and choosers, all right?
We asked for help finding the person. We did not ask for a bunch of guns.
Well,
a bunch of guns would be nice, but they're useless if we don't find the person.
Remember I told you? Quid pro quo?
Part of... We will also tell you the location once I am able to divine.
Okay. Thank you.
Remember, yeah, see, I told you, we're going to have to do something for them. They do something for us.
Listen, terms on the table. It's important.
Yeah, it's a give and take thing here.
Yes.
Will you also arm us?
That's, I think, what they said. Oh, for this job.
For this job.
I mean, do we need anything? I mean, we're pretty good in a fight, aren't we?
I mean, it's one thing to try to get a partner, but another thing to try to murder the pirates that almost killed us. So
Wait. Is that the same ship?
It's the crew of the Barracuda, yeah. It's the same ship.
Did they tell us that, or am I not remembering?
Matt may have accidentally revealed the name.
I think we learned it when we made contact with them because I was trying to radio them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'd almost be willing to kill them for free, but I know that's not exactly how these things work.
Great bargaining either.
Exactly. Hence, are we going to be armed?
I mean, they're here on the rock, right?
They are here on the rock.
That's why we have to individually be armed.
Do you know how big their crew is?
They have that I could not say for certain.
Baldy is looking at the two people. Yeah, they're both bald.
Oh my god.
Jason looks over and says, yes, I have done some espionage on these individuals. You've encountered them before. They were the ones who were causing
Those
trouble.
Those are the fuckers in the bar.
In the Rock Rat, yes.
They were the same people.
Damn, and they started us.
Dude,
There's only like 5 of them then?
These guys are like a bad copper piece. They just keep turning up.
Yeah.
The 5 you met
Probably
were just
the
some of
leaders.
the crew, yes. There are over a dozen members of their crew. Or on their crew.
Sounds like we need to hire some extra mates.
I mean, I'm sure there's other people at the Rat that don't like them.
I would personally be at an advantage at the Rat since they have to give up weapons to go in, and I don't really need those.
Well,
but with the
I don't
rest,
think we
we'll
need
be in
to
okay
fight
shape.
at the Rat. Yeah, I'm just saying, are there other pirates there that might not? I'm sure. You know what? If these guys have committed crimes, like you've said, and they're that much of a scourge, guarantee there are other people that don't like them. Now, we don't have a whole lot of time, right? Not a lot of time.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we're definitely on a
So we
close
kind of have
limit
to move
here.
quick.
Yep.
You said you've spied on them.
Yes, I know exactly where their ship
That's
is
good.
docked.
Perfect.
I can lead you there.
You know,
I say
if
we
they
arm
stayed
up
on the
and
ship,
ambush
if
them.
anyone did,
As
they
of right
split up.
As of right now, only a few members of their crew have disembarked. They arrived here on the Rock of Vral about an hour ago.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Maybe we can
That's
jump
good.
the
They
ones.
split their numbers, yeah.
Jump the ones that left the ship. Get any
Or-
information we can off them, or kill them. I don't care.
Or we jump the ones that are still on the ship, because we know the other guys have to come back there eventually.
That too. Yeah. I mean, either
They'll
way,
never expect us on their own ship.
we can work out
Sure.
the details like that later. Could we count on you? I'm not going to ask you to fight with us because I have a feeling you won't. Can we perhaps get you to cause some kind of a distraction somewhere nearby that might draw some of them away, or at least draw their attention so we can get to them?
We're just doing persuasion checks today,
Yeah.
apparently. This is probably going to be a little bit easier. Go for a 4.
I know I can't do another. So I only got
I
one
like
point
some of
left.
the older versions of D&D. They had a stat called diplomacy.
Yeah, Pathfinder has that currently.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Fuck.
it's a 5. Unless somebody wants to like jump in and come up
What are you
with a way
trying
to help
convince them
Redick
of?
out.
Distraction.
Yeah, just a
You know,
distraction.
it's
He's not
not,
asking him to fight.
I'm
No.
always pretty good at causing a distraction. A big and loud one.
And I'll use my effort to help.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was gonna
It's
say
reverse psychology.
I was gonna say I wanted them to make the.
So
Yeah,
is
they're
the
gonna be
idea
like,
that you're
no,
trying to get
don't
them to say,
explode.
no, we don't want you to burn down the docks. We'll do it.
Exactly. Go ahead, reroll those.
Better get it now. Yay!
Hell yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Teamwork.
2.
With the 2, the old man, Jason, kind of looks to his apprentice, and Wallace is just standing there with a big old grin on his face. And Jason says, "Oh yes, if you have means for us to create a diversion, we would be all too happy to assist."
Maybe when we leave here, we could take a stroll through your junkyard. Pretty sure Boomy can. He's great at blowing himself up, so he's probably really good at blowing other things up too.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe-
sure I can find some trinkets.
maybe
to
he
work
can
on,
find
funeral
something.
projects.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe he can find something that'll do the trick.
We typically use our junkyard for parts to fortify and refit ships. We would allow you to
we wouldn't need much.
spend some time looking through there, and if you are able to take out the crew of the Barracuda, the junkyard would be freely accessible to you.
Just feel
Very
Boomy
nice.
vibrating.
I mean,
All right,
yeah.
I mean, we need to get to the Veiled Ones people, so if we have to go through the Barracuda, I mean, that's what we gotta do.
Seems like.
I mean, the only reason why I want to get home is my mother. But I mean, I suppose I've gotten to know these people and they want to go home. It will help. Plus, the water's off Jorah. There's just nothing like.
Yeah. Okay.
With that decided, Master Arron walks over and places a large hand upon each one of your heads and mutters a blessing upon each of you before stepping back and saying, "Very well, we have an agreement. If you manage to defeat the crew of the Barracuda, we will assist you in arming your ship and assist you in finding the partner of this Mr. Crowborn of yours. We will give you a what's it? There we go. We will also provide you with letters of marque, officially notarized, and allowing you to take on pirates at your leisure. This is official permission given by the Order of Prince Andril of Vral himself.
Huh. The king gives those out back home, guys. Those are pretty serious. That's why nobody kind of comes and fucks with Jura anymore.
Jason, Wallace, escort these individuals to the dock where the Barracuda is being held. I will spend this time in meditation, searching for the location the Cult of the Veiled One is holding your friend's partner. I wish you all...
Before we go... Sorry, just had a couple quick more questions, if you don't mind. Skarn will pull out just the little notebook that they carry around to take notes with. Okay, so I've got like 20 of these. I'm gonna speed run them, okay? And we can get away from the scene if you need to.
Yep, yeah, we... Well, you got 10 minutes left of this episode, so... Whatever. Kenny Rules is saying the veiled one wants to ascend to godhood. 20 minutes later, hey, can we dig through your junkyard for stuff? 10 out of 10 adventure experience. So true. But yeah, I guess if you don't want to actually ask your questions.
Okay, well, I mean, we've been approached like 3 times now. It seems like primarily the way you do business is asking strangers to murder people for you. Do you ever feel any ethical qualms about that?
He replies, no.
Wait a minute, we're supposed to feel bad about that?
See, the nightmare. We're from the nightmare realm, you can tell. Because it's not what's around. Literally, the darkness in all of our hearts. That's what makes us from the nightmare realm.
I
Yes.
think Zolos is like, wait a minute, does that... Am I a sociopath? Really? He's just like having an existential threat. He's like, wait a minute. Wow. You know, my mother tried to get me tested, but I didn't know. He's just deep in his own head now. He's like, God damn, I didn't... Alright, yeah. Let's lean into it, whatever.
Let's get crazy. We're from the nightmare
home, I
world,
guess.
apparently.
So far, the only things I've killed in this campaign have been zombies.
It's true.
We're gonna kill more undead?
Yeah,
Is
you do have the
unaliving them
opportunity
the
to
same
kill
as
more
undeading
undead.
them?
Sorry, what was that, Dreezy?
It says unaliving them the same as undeading them.
I mean, Zolos has tasted murder, because technically the captain still was mostly the captain. So...
Yeah,
Can
some
we
of you
ask
have
him
killed a
about
lot of
those
things.
things? About the brain parasites? Has he ever seen those before?
Oh,
I think they're the veiled one, because
no, the brain parasites? No.
didn't the ones that were in the warehouse wasn't there brain parasites on them?
No.
Because I thought we were chasing.
No,
one.
they were just zombies.
Yeah.
No,
There were zombies
thought
that were
at least
creepy,
one of
I
them
think.
could
I
escape
thought
under
one
a
of the
pallet,
guys that was like controlling them. I thought we were chasing.
Oh yeah,
one of
yeah.
the brain
Yeah,
things.
We chased like
Under
a
the pallets
spider
or
crawled out of
something.
his eye.
A spider crawled out of his
Oh.
eye and
Out
ran
of his-
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
That was not the
Yeah.
brain parasite.
yeah.
That was literally just a glowing spider that was living in its eye, and then when you killed the guy, that popped out of his eye socket and ran away.
Yeah. Okay,
How are we
so-
the nightmare world? Space is awful.
Tell you off session why we're.
Darkness of our hearts.
I think I
Yeah.
figured that out. Won't share it with the crowd. Won't share it with the people just yet.
Mm.
Yeah, I have thoughts.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I guess as we're walking out, I guess we kind of do the check into the junkyard real quick for something that might help them distract them next time, and
Yeah, I feel
Lower.
like why don't we start that off at the beginning of next session? Have you guys do a junkyard run and then make your way to the Barracuda, which will give you 2 weeks, or actually a little bit more than that, to come up with a plan for how you're going to be dealing with the pirates. So sounds like fun.
Gotta rig up a bomb.
Several.
Well,
Hopefully.
we had some time to think about it.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I think that's probably where we're going to end things for this evening. So, well done, everybody. You got a little bit more information, and you have a new goal to take out the crew of the Barracuda, who you have a little bit of a grudge against anyway, so that's good.
2 times they've gotten in our
Yeah.
fucking business.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
So,
Third
well,
times is not a charm.
thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in, it's going to be a few weeks. But when we return, our heroes are going to be facing down a pirate ship and eventually some more undead cultists. That should be fun. Can't wait to see where things go from there. Let's go ahead and go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. Zolos, you did the recap. Why don't you go first?
Well, I am Zolos Vohnagath, real name Joe. I also will be here in 2 days on Wednesday with the Curse of Strahd campaign. I am Corwin Oliver Goodwood there. I'm also kind of the chaos gremlin of that cast as well. Wonder if there's a theme going here. Shit is... We're all alive. Well, okay. Not all of us are alive. The alchemist is dead. But then again, Corwin didn't really care much about him. He didn't care if he lived or... hey, you know what? If he dies, okay. His people, no, that's a bad one. Try to save as many as we can, but you got to break a few eggs, But yeah, shit, just we narrowly... I think the whole time we had actually no chance of getting away from Strahd. I think the whole thing was going to be who else is going to die protecting the alchemist. And luckily, it was none of us. Barely none of us. If Corwin didn't have a death ward on him, because he fell a long fucking way when he got hit with lightning, and he hit the ground with 1 hit point, he would have fucking died. So, yeah, bad times. But yeah, that's just as fucking crazy. I'm on Twitter X as Blood from a Stone, just shitting on conservatives lately, and it's so easy because the Nazis are out in force. So come join me. A lot of fun.
It is always patriotic to punch a Nazi.
That's right. You know what? The Red Ranger from Power Rangers, I cannot think offhand of what his TikTok handle is, but he's the one that's been doing, hey, this is how you punch a Nazi, teaching you the proper techniques.
Oh, love it.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Hunt that one down. The guy is fantastic.
Very nice. Okay. let's go over to Dr. Bloom.
Hi, everybody. I've played your increasingly more bloodthirsty Dr. Ezra Bloom. My real name is Nico. You can find me on the internet at Static Blue Stray. Always happy to be here.
Right on. Boomy, you're next.
Yo, my name's Coins. I play Dreezy Boomy, power and technology hungry goblin. In real life, I am a chef, and if you want to see any stuff I make, I'm on Instagram at Spice Lord Coins.
Heck yeah. Lark, you're next. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Can't
I
hear
forgot
you.
I blew my nose.
There you go.
I hear you, Peach.
Hi, Alyssa and or Serenity online. Alyssa Crochets on Instagram. I make nerdy things. And unless you're a part of the Bikalin LARPing community, I don't know where else you could find me online. So hopefully soon I'll be streaming elsewhere as well. But otherwise, enjoy everything that Random Rhapsody has to offer.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Skarn, you're next.
Yeah, I am Nobody, and I've been playing your Really Doesn't Want to Hurt Anybody Skarn Ganister. You can find me on Blue Sky at Nobody Adams. That's Adams with 2 Ds like the family. And the project I want to talk about this week is the chainmail I make. That is over at etsy.com/store/The Royal Mail, MAILLE. And I make all sorts of little, whether it's pride-themed jewelry, or a really solid steel wallet chain that's really good for hitting someone with, or even just a really intense project that's good for sewing on the back of a jacket.
That's awesome.
I do all sorts of stuff, and, always available for commission.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You can always find me right here every Monday and Wednesday running crazy games for crazy people, having a blast do it. I love it. It's always fun. Come check us out next Wednesday and next Thursday and maybe next Monday again as well. Who the heck knows? We'll always have content coming out here on the channel. So stay tuned and keep jumping back every time, every Monday and Wednesday. We're always happy to have you. But that's it for now. So, on behalf of everyone here on the Wayfinder crew and everyone within Random Rhapsody, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, may the winds of Æther ever fill your sails. And good night.